Ever had a thought that's as persistent as a door-to-door salesman on commission? Picture this. You're sitting comfortably in your own headspace, and suddenly there's a knock. It's an unwanted thought, and it's brought a suitcase full of anxiety and stress. It's not just any suitcase, it's one of those enormous ones that you see people struggling with at the airport. These thoughts, my friends, can be as relentless as a salesman who's convinced that you absolutely need a set of encyclopedias. You know, the kind that doesn't take no for an answer and just keeps knocking. They are the uninvited guests at the party of your mind, spilling drinks on your mental carpet and causing a ruckus. But here's the thing. You're not powerless against these intrusive thoughts. You're the bouncer of your own brain, and you decide who gets to stay and who needs to hit the road. Just like you wouldn't invite that salesman in for a cup of tea, you don't have to entertain these unwanted thoughts either. So, step 1, acknowledge the intruder. If you had a pigeon in your living room, you wouldn't just ignore it, would you? Pretending it's not there won't make it disappear, and the same goes for unwanted thoughts. They're like pigeons in your brain, cooing and flapping about, causing a ruckus. Now you might be tempted to ignore these thoughts, to push them aside and hope they'll just fly away. But that's like ignoring the pigeon and hoping it'll find the window on its own. Not likely, right? When we ignore these thoughts, we're actually giving them more power. They become louder, more persistent. They're not just pigeons anymore, they're turning into squawking seagulls. So, what do? We acknowledge them. We say, "Hello, thought. I see you there. You're not helpful right now, but I acknowledge your presence." It's not about fighting the thought. It's about recognizing it. Remember, it's just a pigeon, not a T-Rex. Step 2, master the art of distraction. Ever try to ignore a crying baby on a plane by watching a movie or reading a book? Let's be honest, we've all been there. But did you know this is actually a psychological technique? That's right. It's called distraction, and it's a powerful tool in your arsenal against unwanted thoughts. Now, when I say distraction, I'm not talking about scrolling through social media for hours on end. No, I'm talking about healthy, engaging activities that keep your mind busy. This could be anything from painting a masterpiece to running a marathon. Maybe for you, it's knitting a sweater, or maybe it's meditating in a quiet corner. The key is to find something that demands your attention and keeps you engaged. This way, your mind is too busy to entertain those pesky, unwanted thoughts. And remember, practice makes perfect, so keep at it. Just don't choose another crying baby as your distraction. That might not work as well. Now, step 3, show that thought the exit. It's like a party guest who's outstayed their welcome. Time to go, buddy. Imagine you're at a party and there's this one partygoer who's overstayed their welcome. They're spilling drinks, singing off key, and just being a general nuisance. Well, that's your unwanted thought. It's time to show them the door. How do we do this? Well, it's a conscious choice. You have to decide that you're no longer going to entertain this thought, and there are a few ways to do this. One popular method is visualization. Picture the thought as an actual object in your mind. Now imagine yourself physically removing this object and tossing it out. Another method is positive affirmations. Replace the unwanted thought with a positive one. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, tell yourself, "I am confident and articulate. I can absolutely nail this presentation." And always remember, you're the bouncer of your own mind. So, to keep your mental house clean and salesman free, what are the steps again? Let's jog our memory, shall we? First, we have acknowledgement. That's like the doorman of your mind, spotting the unwanted thought trying to sneak in. You see it, you nod at it, but you don't invite it in for tea. Next, we roll out the red carpet of distraction. If your mind was a cinema, this is the part where you play the "please turn off your mobile phones" ad. You divert the attention of your mind from the uninvited guest to something more engaging. Finally, you show that pesky thought the exit. Let it know it's overstayed its welcome. Politely, of course. We're British after all. And there you have it, folks. Keep those unwanted thoughts at bay and enjoy a stress-free mind. Until next time, keep your mental doors locked and your bouncer game strong.